channel. Thank you so much. I know I've gotten a few response. Oh, Stormy's on Pacific time. That's amazing. 5 o'clock in the morning for you. I got a message from Chris in the UK. He won't be able to make it. He is at a fair today. And I got a message from Gary in British Columbia. 5 a.m. was too early for him. He won't be making it today. But I do appreciate those that are. Stephen's on in Australia. His internet's a little wonky. Okay, well, hopefully it's going well. Stormy's on, I just mentioned that, in Washington State. Mitty is on in Finland. Sarah's on in Germany. Wow, thank you so much for everybody who is taking the time to change their schedule. I know having so many of these live streams out all at 12 o'clock Atlantic Daylight Savings Time, or Atlantic Standard Time, whatever you want to call it, it's what we get used to. So I'm glad that you guys could make the adjustment. This weekend, there's been a lot going on. You may have noticed there is a car show video up right now. Last night, well, let's go into Friday. Friday, I got up early, as I normally did, went off to work, and then got home from work and did my Friday video, edited that. I also shot another video for post-crossing, which you'll see tomorrow, because I won't be around on Sunday in order to do it, so I thought I'd shoot it early. So I shot that video. Then I got dressed to go. I had to drive to Prince Edward Island, so about an hour and 45 minutes to go to the car show last night. Spent 2 hours shooting the show, or the show and shine, and then drove home, got home at 10 o'clock at night, and then started editing, and got up early this morning, finishing editing, got it out to you guys, just went live, and now we're on to this. And then as soon as this is done, I'm going to get in the car and drive to my next thing. So it's a busy weekend, but I made sure that there'll be videos every day for you guys to watch. So hopefully everybody's doing well. That is me catching my breath, because one of the things that I wanted to do yesterday, and I forgot to do it, was show you the new postcards for the channel and the business cards that I ordered. They came in. For those of the people that aren't here live today, they will be shown again tomorrow in my Sunday video. So let's get to that right away. Canva, that's what I used. I've had some success with them in the past, and so I've gone back to them. They were super quick. I had it in one day, so that is amazing. They came with envelopes. I don't think I requested envelopes, but maybe I did. But they'll come in handy. I use envelopes for all sorts of things, and I can use them for these as well. But here's the card. It is one-sided, so I didn't put any graphics on this side. The reason I didn't put any graphics on that side is because I like to decorate, and so the graphics tend to get covered up in washi tape or stickers and things like that. Or if I want to do a lengthy message, I don't want a graphic behind it, so I didn't do a graphic behind it. Most of my cards don't have that. On the front, I've gone pretty simple. I've taken the image from the channel that my friend in Poland made for me, and put that on, put a subscribe button on there too. And these cards are generally just going to be sending out to, viewers that have taken the time to write into me. I wanted to send something back to them that is specific about the channel. I have been sending like maritime postcards, things like that, in the absence. So now I have 100 of these I can send out. And I've put a request in with my daughter. She's working on something, hopefully, for World Postcard Day. I've given her some ideas of stuff that I want, and I wanted her artistic touch on the postcard this year, so I'm hoping that she'll have time to do that for me and get it back here before September, so I can order the cards and then have them ready for October 1st send out. The other thing I got, and I only got 100 of them this time, I regret doing that. I probably will order more soon, but I think 100 will last a little while now. These are the business cards. And people ask, why did you get business cards? Well, when I'm out at, let's say, a car show or a festival, and people come up to me, oh, welcome Olia in Poland, and welcome to Roger in Athens, Greece. 35 degrees there right now. They're expecting 40 to leave. Okay, they're still in a heat wave. Our temperatures have dropped this week, which is nice. 25 degrees here. Thank you, Stormy. I appreciate that. All right, let me get back on topic. I got business cards because when I'm at shows, whether it be a festival or a car show or something, and people say, why are you filming? where are you from? Are you media? Blah, blah, blah. And I usually say, oh, I have a YouTube channel. It's called That Dad Guy. And when I say That Dad Guy, some people say That Bad Guy, or they don't quite understand. Let me find a pen. Let me write this down. And I always say, I wish I had a business card to give you so it would be so much easier. Well, now I do. So I've taken the same format of the postcard, turned it into a business card, added a splash of color on the back, and given them my YouTube, my Instagram, my Gmail, and asked them to subscribe and follow, because that's really what we're asking. When I'm out into the world, I really want people to say, okay, this is me. If you see That Dad Guy and the Lego in the background, I mean, I could cover it in cars and festivals, and there's so many different things that I cover. I think this really emulates a lot of it. The Lego, the stamps, the mail. Yeah, it doesn't have the festivals. It doesn't have the walks. It doesn't have the car shows on there. That's okay. I'm not going to cover everything. But when I hand this off to somebody, I want them to be able to say, and it's a nice thickness card. I want them to be able to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to go check out your channel later on when I have a chance. And hopefully I'm going to subscribe. And maybe I'll get to see something that you filmed today while you were at the festival. So that's what I wanted to do, and I think I've achieved that now. I've given out a couple of them, but mainly to people at work. My sister got one. I took them to the car show last night, and I didn't have anybody that came up to recognize me, which I don't want to sound vain, but it's nice when people do. And I've had it at a lot of the other shows. People say, I've watched your stuff, so I like that. And I like to be able to give them something in return when they take the effort to come say hello. So I didn't get that last night, and I didn't talk to a lot of people last night when I was filming. It was a really busy event, a lot of people in. I tend to get the shows early and try to get there before all the people so I don't have them in all the shots. But last night, I didn't. There were people there already when I got there. And that's all right. It made for a different video. Showed all the people that were out there having fun. Thank you to everybody who says they look great. Olia says that her World Postcards Day flew to Belarus this week. So she's already done everything 5 weeks ahead of time. And they will go out of Belarus at a cheaper postage rate. That's a good idea. Mine don't necessarily go out early. I try to get them to go out around October 1st. I haven't even looked at the date for October 1st this year, what day of the week it falls on, but hopefully it's a mail day, and then I'll send them out. It takes a lot to get them built up, and usually what I do too is, Ida Marie's on. Welcome, Ida Marie in Washington. Thanks for getting up early and being a part of this. What I try to do is compile a list of people that have sent me cards, and then I can send them cards back in return. Rather than say I'm going to take 50 or 100 people and write cards to them and all send them out on October 1st. I've tried to do that before. It's very stressful, I find, to get that much done in that amount of time. So I'm going to take it a little bit easier. So some cards will go out before October 1st. Some might go out after October 1st. But the principle is they'll get a World Postcard Day from me to represent that year. And they're a limited amount. So I've done it now for the last 3 or 4 years. So we'll continue. All right. Stephen, thank you for the bulletin. I saw that come today. I didn't know how to get it into a PDF when I was looking at, so I didn't send you that back, but it was easy to open the link, and I got to see all the new release Australian stamps that are coming, so thank you. Olia's talking about the Unicorn Gang. We did talk about that last Saturday, too. So we did meet. We did put out a video, the 3 of us. Lewis doesn't have a channel, but so that's why I tend to talk about Unicorn Gang as 3, even though there are 4 of us. But you're more easily recognize 3 of them because we all have channels. So there is a membership. We are going to be opening up to 4 new members. So if you don't get picked, don't feel bad. We are going to be doing more membership draws and continuing that on a yearly event. We are going to have it as a specific date. So this time we need to have everybody's applications in by the 31st. And by application, I mean creative postcard that says why you want to be a part of the Unicorn Gang and do you believe in unicorns. At first, my understanding was that you had to be in contact with all, say, 3 or 4 of us That's not really what we're trying to do. As long as one of us knows you, and then we can vouch for you and talk about, you know, why you wanted to be a part of the group and then be a part of the association. That's all you need. It would help if you're involved in everybody's channels, for sure. And you can easily be subscribed to everybody's channels and leaving comments on their videos and things like that. That helps. But we want to make sure that just random people aren't sending in a postcard and saying, yeah, I want to be a part of the Unicorn Gang. We have no idea who they are. We don't want to waste their time. And, you know, it's kind of special to be part of a small group. And as the group expands bigger and bigger, we have to figure out how are we going to how are we going to make sure that who's in it we trust. And that's the biggest thing, because I have a P.O. box, but the other two that you know both have personal addresses, and I don't want them to go out there to the whole world. Oli says it was a fun day watching 3 videos all about the Unicorn Gang. Yeah. A lot of new stamps coming out of Australia, yes, for sure. A lot of really cool ones, too, like the Star Wars ones, the 100 Years of Ford cars in Australia are nice, too. Toy Story, some nice shaped stamps. Yankee, welcome. So today's live stream a little bit earlier, 3 hours earlier, and probably won't be as long. Normally we run about an hour. I'm going to cut it off at the half-hour mark because I'm going to have to get ready, get out of here, and get on the road. So that's why we're doing a little bit earlier. I could have done it even earlier, but would have given no chance to people on the West Coast, and less chance probably to even my friends on the Eastern Seaboard. So thank you to those of you in Europe and in Australia and India and wherever else may be represented today, Turkey. So thank you so much. If that how's it going to me, Yankee, it's going good. I've had a busy week. I've had a lot of things going on here, and Sarah sent me a message this morning saying congratulations on the growth of your channel, and maybe you'll hit 2,700 subscribers by the end of the weekend. It's possible. Oh, welcome to Isabel too, listening in the background in Chile. So yeah, the growth of the channel has been great, but it comes at a bit of a price. It means that I am producing a lot of content, I'm editing, I am filming a lot of things. As farmers say here, you gotta make hay while the sun's out. Well, that's what I'm doing with all these sunny days in the summer. I'm filming lots of content, getting it in, because when winter comes, I don't have the festivals to go to. I'm not going to car shows and things like that. I'm hoping that I can start finding some other people that have personal collections in their houses, and then maybe I will travel up and see some of the cars that maybe are in their barns or in their fancy garages and things like that, and then that would continue it on. I still want to continue the series about getting to know your neighbors, so that's a matter of building those relationships and getting a chance to see people. So I haven't forgotten about that. That will happen. I tend to have all these great ideas of stuff that I want to do, and limited amount of time. So some things fall off, some off the wayside. You can see that my Thursday videos about my father's stamp collection, I'm waning a little bit on doing that on the Americas right now. I will probably get back to it, but I am excited to continue to show you what's in that stamp album that I got at the Sussex Flea Market. So whether that will be done next Thursday, or whether that will be a part 2 of 3. I may slow down how much I show, and so I can focus a little bit more on some of the stamps, because I know that some people said you move too fast through the album. So I do want to show you that. 8 degrees Celsius in Port Lincoln, Australia for Stephen right now. Your husband's uncle has a really nice old Mercedes. Well, if I'm going to go all the way to Germany, I want to see more than one car. So hopefully The same thing if I'm traveling here and going to see someone's house. I kind of want to make sure that they've got more than one vehicle to show. It's got to be a really special vehicle that they've got a lot of detail that they want to talk about on a single vehicle. And if I'm going all the way to Germany, I probably should do a meetup while we're over there too. Maybe there's a bunch of people that want to come out and say hello. Olia's given the heads up that Renee's birthday is on Monday. Isabel's birthday is on the 7th. I'll try to remember that. Victoria, welcome. Nice to see some people coming back to visit again. Yes, there's going to be a new season of stamp fairs in Moncton coming up soon too, starting again in September. So we'll kick back into that, and I'll be able to buy some things to give in the giveaways, even though lately it doesn't mean that I don't need to add anything. There's so many people adding in stuff. This month's Stamp of the Month giveaway is getting pretty big. A lot of stuff on parks, and so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, we'll get back into stamp fairs and things again. And maybe I can get into interviewing a couple people at the stamp fairs. That's what I'd like to be able to do. I'll be focusing on some inside things to do through the winter to show you. And there'll also be things like Burger Fest and Taco Fest and all sorts of food festivals that go on through the winter. So I'll focus on some of those too. I might do some things on some of the restaurants. Like my sister and I go to restaurants usually on Fridays. This Friday I didn't have that because of other things going on. I just didn't have the time to get together. We did get together on Thursday. Her and her daughter came up and spent the whole day with us, and we took my father to the zoo. That was one fun thing we did on Thursday, and then we went out for a nice meal in the evening too. So we did have those sort of things. I didn't film it because, you know, every once in a while you got to have stuff that you just enjoy by yourself that doesn't go out to the public. Nor does everybody always want to have a camera on them when we're out. David put out a video today about Polish stamps. Thank you for the link on that, Olia. I am behind on a lot of people's channels too. That's one of the other things. I've been watching some stuff. I did watch the limited series 1883 on Netflix, kind of a Western side. It's one of the prequels to Yellowstone. And so I was able to watch that over the course of the last couple of weeks. But as far as YouTube and people's channels, there's some videos I'm behind on. Some of Jilly's videos I haven't seen. Some of Renee's videos I haven't seen yet. Olia, some of your videos I haven't yet caught up on. But we'll get there eventually. Like I said, I'm just keeping busy. And this weekend I'm going to visit my friend Johnny and Patricia. And John's been on the channel a couple times. He's been on some live streams when we were in Halifax. He's also come up here and been on a couple videos and things. He's quite funny, and I thought about maybe doing something with him this weekend as far as a video, but we're just going to get together and hang out, I think. Stephen, yes, thank you for the bonus. I won't pull that. Where did I put it? Yes. It is on this piece of paper here, the bonus limerick for me. I appreciate it. Definitely one I shouldn't read on camera. So I'm glad that you gave me that little caveat that it was coming so I could stop. But I appreciate it. I'm one of the peasant folk too, I think. So what else is going on with people out there? Anything special we should know about? We know about some birthdays coming up. You like the shirt, Yankee? Thank you. These are, I don't know if you can see, they're Bigfoots with apples, and the apples are being eaten, so you can see there's an apple core, there's less of an apple. So yeah, so a bunch of apples and Bigfoots. That's what's on my shirt. Yay to the peasants. Yeah. Lowbrow humor is good. Oh, speaking of lowbrow humor, Monty Python stamps in the UK. Amazing. I know Jilly posted a video about it. I did watch that one. So it was nice to see those stamps come out. Very cool. You thought they were fish. Oh, I gotta get closer. The orange things are Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, if you will. And then the red things and stuff are various degrees of apples being eaten. Thank you, Victoria. I like my shirt collection. I wear a lot more button shirts, collared shirts in the summer, and then when it gets colder, I switch to t-shirts and sweaters if I need to have a little bit extra on. So I wear a lot more button-up shirts in the summer. Which I've had, like my Pink Panther shirt, you've seen that, my Charlie Brown shirt, this one, I've got one that's all covered in fish, so a variety of different ones. This one I think came from, I want to say Old Navy, but maybe not. Eddie Bauer, I think this one came from, but a lot of the other shirts all come from Temu. I think if I met Bigfoot or Sasquatch, if they exist, I'd probably want to run in the other way, either way, because he'd be very big, unless he's super friendly. Stormy says it's still hot here in East Washington, 95 to 100 degrees for the next 10 days. Wow, you're going to need some rain too. Yeah, we're not having the rain. We had one night where it rained, which was really nice, and it cooled things off, and the temperature has come down, but no rain since that. I don't see any of much note in the next little while either. Maybe a little bit on Monday. They're talking about Hurricane Erin coming up the coast, so it depends on how close it gets to us, whether we get any of the rain. So we're hoping for it. The big forest fire that was just outside Moncton is out, which is good. There are many still burning around the province, but most of them are under control now. So thank you to all the people that are fighting the fires. And not just in New Brunswick, in Canada, in the US, wherever they're burning. There's lots of places that are in desperate need of a little rain. But the flip side, the summer has been fantastic as far as getting out and doing things, because it's been warm, it's dry, and people are having festivals. And we still have a lot of festivals coming here until about the end of September. So I still have the Balloon Festival that I might go back to Sussex for. That's the Hot Air Balloon Festival. Mosaic Festival in Moncton, which is the multicultural festival. That's a good one with lots of food and national pride. So yeah, all this fire's burning in Turkey as well, okay? Well, there must be photos of unicorns. I've got stickers of unicorns all the time, and postcards and all sorts of things. So, yeah, maybe if you believe in one, you believe in all. Loch Ness monsters, who knows? All sorts of different things out there. Doesn't hurt to believe. And if you've gotten to know me enough by now by watching my channel, I have a little bit of a silly side to me. So Yankee, hopefully you get some rain as well if you're having forest fire issues there. Stormy, I hope that you get rain as well. We must have a few people that are still feeling a little bit tired because you're not writing nearly as much stuff as you have in the past. I don't have questions to answer and statements to go off of. Exactly, Stephen. Believe in whatever you want, as long as it causes no harm. 14 people on, 8 likes. I had to cover the camera at the top because I couldn't see it over the glare of the light on the ceiling. So hot there 2 or 3 weeks ago. Oh, had fires all over the country. So many forests burnt down. There's a natural thing about some forest fires that are going to happen on a regular basis. It's a way for the forest to regenerate and bring new life. But when they are everywhere all at the same time, and maybe they're threatening people's homes and livelihoods and their livestock, and it's a bit of a mess. Well, folks, I hear the movement in the background, which also means that I need to start getting ready and doing the things that I need to do as far as I'm in the good chair today. Yes, thank you, Stormy. My wife's not working today. It's a Saturday, so I got the chair back. And I've had the chair most of the week, so I've been very fortunate that way. Oh yeah, Stephen, we are gonna finish the Americas off. I am just taking a mental break to reset and get back into it again. So I thought that the flea market album is a good way to do that. Whether I break it into 2 or break it into 3 parts, we shall see. But yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get back into my father's stamps and show what's in there. And we are very close to the end. He has some pages that only have a couple stamps on that, or has mixed some country stuff together. So we will do that. But yes, I am going to get going, finish packing, and well, I'm pretty much finished packing. It's just a matter of getting the suitcase in the car and head off on our way. So thank you, everybody who's taken the time to pop on, whether it meant getting up really early, like Stormy, who's up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be here for this, whether it is Stephen, who gets a little bit of a break and gets not have to stay up nearly as long. So thank you so much. And everybody in between. I really appreciate it. I know there'll be a few people watching on the replay crew. And Isabel, you're watching at work. Thank you so much for watching in the background for that. I don't want to miss out on talking to everybody who's on, but I do appreciate everybody that's on here. And I got to get going. So you guys have a magical week.